All right, so just trying to think about it. When I was looking at the cast, I told myself this is actually a pretty decent group of people. But when we got to my tribe, there's one person in particular who I just had a really problem with, and that was actually Gage. Now, I'll start off with the basics. Gage, as a person, he doesn't really have that many redeeming qualities. I mean, he's loud, he's obnoxious, he's kind of a dick, but he tries to pass it off like he's just being funny or this and that. And I think a lot of people can attest to the fact that really that's just not the case. Um, he can be really difficult to talk to too and stubborn, which really isn't a good thing to have as a person or as a player. So, he's 0 for 2 on that. But I told myself, maybe I can give this guy a chance. Maybe I can talk with him. But, past week and a half or so, I say that we've been talking, it feels like nothing's really changed. He's kind of narrow minded. He's not that smart. He doesn't really listen to any sound advice that you want to give him. So it kind of makes you feel like a lot of your conversations are rendered useless, which in essence just means nothing's changed with him. Um, he also doesn't seem to learn his lesson, which I suspect is going to be the end of his demise in this game. But we don't have to get into that because I could talk about that all day. But about his gameplay, I'll tell you this much: of all the negative things I can think about Gage, I'm not worried about his gameplay because usually there's nothing to his gameplay. Interestingly enough, I won't deny the kid is good at challenges. But that's probably the only good thing he's at. Strategy wise, he never learns how to think long term. I don't think he can hold an alliance to save his own skin, and even then, no one smart is gonna want to keep him around because he doesn't know how to listen. And I think even in this game and even in the past, he had a hard time listening and being open minded to things. He can be really annoying too. He thinks he's funny when he's not. He thinks he has good taste in music. He does not. And like I said, there's not really much to him that's all that great to begin with. I was hoping maybe the fact it's been a few years since I first met him, he might have matured a little bit, but it kind of feels like he's just gone down a little, and it's kind of pitiful. But I think I can deal with it. He's not that hard of a person for me to deal with. He might be difficult for others, but hopefully my other tribe mates and the rest of this cast can see he's really not all that worth it. As a person, as a game player, and just in general, he just sucks. So, um, my advice: just nod your head and smile because that's all you can really do with Gage. And who knows, maybe someone can actually teach him something in this game that he can use in life because let's face it, he really needs it. So, yeah.